will Unilend be the one that we look back to Q4, Q3 of 2020 and say, that's the one that I should have paid more attention to?
So one of the kind of big questions I had, because there's a lot of different projects out there that are kind of tackling this idea of DeFi lending and borrowing, right? Like those are kind of big buzzwords, if you will, in the crypto community. And so how was Unilend different than a lot of the other solutions on the market? You just mentioned it. It sounds like you guys are kind of more your own in-house ecosystem versus being dependent on other dexes. Is that one of the big ones, or in what other ways is Unilend maybe different than other solutions?
We are building a complete ecosystem, and we are deriving the lending and borrowing capacity from the liquidity which is available on our exchange. We will, in the version 2 which we are planning ahead, in that we might be taking some percentage from other decentralized exchanges also. But when we are launching, we have very safe approach. We are not dependent on any other platform for liquidation. We have our own platform, and that is why any token can come provide liquidity on our DEX, and the lending and borrowing will start. And yeah, I mean, this is the reason. And on top of that, we are doing it permissionlessly. So we are so confident on our solution that we are just like on Uniswap, anyone can come and start trading of their assets by providing liquidity. You can come on our platform, provide liquidity, and your lending and borrowing will also start. I spoke out to them that if we build a solution where we have a complete ecosystem, like you can imagine Unilend like a combination of Aave and Uniswap, where we have the trading functionality also with us, and based on the liquidity which is available on our trading platform, we are deriving the lending and borrowing capacity for those tokens. So we ultimately realized if we can build such solution, then lending and borrowing is a very big utility. Like Aave has more than a billion worth of assets locked currently. So there are around more than 50% of the market is still not tapped into DeFi. And apart from this, if you talk about the community, then you will realize that obviously Ethereum and the major coins are there, but there are so many other coins. Like out of 6,000 plus ERC20 coins which are available there currently, only around 30 plus are supported. So you can imagine the community effect is going to be much bigger. We already have a first movers advantage. There is no one currently who is working on a similar solution. And the way I see that, Uniswap came initially, if you see, there are so many folks of Uniswap already, but no one was able to, grab the attention or, take it to a different level as Uniswap did. I think the same thing will happen with Unilend. Currently, there is no other solution which is offering this. And we have already gone so deep into the total ecosystem in terms of having partnerships with so many different projects, having connections and networking with so many right folks, that I think the synergy effects which we want to derive will be derived very quickly once we launch the platform. And once we have the major liquidity and we attract more users, even if there are some competitors who want to come, they can come, but driving the same traction is not going to be that easy.